Hello, welcome back to WESDAY Night Podcast with your host, Wes Mengense. I know you guys missed me last week. In all seriousness, though, I hope you guys had a good break, though, for real. My break, it was not mid, but I just didn't really, I did a lot of work, doing music stuff for the film and just spending my time really on that. That's kind of the same for today as well, but other than that, I mean, I went out a handful of times, I guess less than a handful. If you say handful is five, right? It's a very interesting term, handful. Like, people are like, oh, give me a handful. And it's like, a handful of anything can be like 100 things, but a handful of something can be like only five. Like, you suggest, like, five is the number, since we have fingers and you can only have five fingers on a hand. Like, if some people say, oh, like, a handful, like, give me like five of it or five or less. You know what you know what I mean? That's the thing is I like to break the rules. I just rambled there, but I rambled about something that was kind of important, right? I mean, people really like to use the word handful without any real distinction on the quantity of which that they are referring to. I really went out like on St. Patrick's Day, but it was still a great time. I'm still having a great time. I'm just in a really weird state. Right now, what else is going on? I'm on a tea break. I've decided like, oh, I need to like do less tea. Like having some like every day or like every few days. Like I haven't really like since I started drinking tea, I haven't missed a single week of like I haven't had like a whole week of just not drinking tea. So I decided, hey, why not now's the time to really have some control over your life and like not let a substance have this reign on you. So I'm above all that and I've transcended and I'm not having tea for a month. So like, from now till about like April 20th or whatever, 19th, I'm going to be not doing it. So really staying in control. You got to just imagine me with like baggy eyes, kind of like a little overworking myself, but I feel great. So like if you saw me on the street, like you might just think that, oh, he looks fine or great. I mean, I know I'm fine, but I mean, I'm just saying like the mental state. I'm talking about that, like like my general emotional condition. Yeah, I'm kind of in a weird middle ground right now. So we can say that eye bags, but I'm feeling fine. That's the image for you today. And today, so because I have a show that's on Spotify and YouTube and is kind of backed by the school or organizations within the school, right? So like, I have my own show, I can do my own thing, and I have like this creative freedom. I wanted to talk about something this episode that might like ruffle feathers or whatever and just a general concept that's been explored already. So like, kind of doing my own take on something. So then I started thinking a little bit harder and I'm like, man, like what's something that people can really just like I give them their opinion and they can just seethe with hate. Like just hear that and be like, what do you mean, Wes? Or just something that they haven't really given enough thought about. Like, oh, I haven't really seen that restaurant that way. I haven't really chewed on it that way. And that's why we're doing a fast food tier list today. Get ready, because that's what we're doing. Now, granted, I mean, I'm a fat ass myself, but I haven't even tried a lot of these restaurants or even heard of them. I haven't done the traveling, I guess, or I'm broke. Just a mix of certain things where I haven't even tried a lot of fast food restaurants, especially some that are named like within these lists. I don't know. Some of them are like East Coast things or like international. I don't even know. So that's why I'm kind of just listing off right now the stuff that I haven't tried. That's kind of in the tier list that I'm using. Um, and if there's any other things that I haven't brought up, it's because I didn't think of them in this moment right now, or I just genuinely haven't heard or tried them. And the list goes Wawa, Waffle House, Taco Cabana, Zaxby's, Whataburger, A&W, Blimpie, Bojangles, PDQ, Penn Station, East Coast Subs, Qdoba, is that how you say that? Schlotsky's, Wings, Moe's, Long John Silver's, Firehouse Subs, Boston Market, Sheets, Torchy's, Swenson's, Portillo's, Potbelly, Noodles Company, Steak and Shake, Skyline, Roy Rogers, Culver's, and Cookout. What are even some of those restaurants? Can someone just please let me know? Am I sleeping on some of these? Am I just missing something? Like, what's Wawa? What is Sheets or Schlotsky's? Like, what are these places that like I just haven't even. Anyways, I mean, some of them sound cool. I guess like I maybe I'm missing out. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'm missing out on Long John Silver's or like Penn Station East Coast subs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I have to go to Penn State. I used to work near Penn Station, so maybe I was just sleeping on a gem this or working on top of a gem this whole time. Or maybe they mean Penn Station like Pennsylvania. I have no idea. But you know what? Some food for thought. You know, really pulling out the puns here today. So something to think about. Wes hasn't tried these. I'm thinking of doing, like, hey, I'm never opposed to a new thing, I guess, especially if I know somebody that really loves it, you know. You got to appreciate real passion about these things. But this is that's the list of things I haven't tried. Now we're really tackling some real stuff. I already have some opinions, but most of them I'm coming up with just now. I'm literally gonna have to like look at some of these people's menus, just because I'd be forgetting. I mean, sometimes you like list out, like what a restaurant's known for, and then they got that hidden gem like in the menu. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be a good one. I'm just gonna try to knock out some that like I just know like the back of my hand because I be eating. Okay, it's just terrible. First things first. Okay, we're gonna start with a classic. I'm Filipino, so you kind of got to know this. Jollibee is S tier. I'm not arguing this with anybody. I'm not. Go have some Jollibee if you haven't had Jollibee. If you like KFC or if you like, I mean, Popeyes kind of rivals maybe, but like literally any other fried chicken joint over Jollibee, you're just racist and you're just Filipinophobic. You just are afraid of like liking something made by us. And Jollibee is amazing, dude. The chicken, the skin just like falls off the meat like so well. They got the mango pie. Dude, the mango pie. They have a way more goated chicken sandwich than even Chick-fil-A. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, man. Today's about real opinions, and I'm going to get worked up. Okay? So Jollibee is S tier. It doesn't go anywhere else. I mean, is there anything else I'm even missing about Jollibee? Like, it's already good. Just go have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the family buckets, so you could get like some for a bunch of people. They got the plates with the different amounts of chicken and the sides. You could get like two sides if you want with rice and rice. You could get fast food rice. How many joints already has that? You know what I'm saying? They have a solid burger. Granted, I don't even go to Jollibee for the burgers. Like, why would I want to? But they have like a unique cheese and like take on different sauces and stuff. They got the burger steaks with the rice, with the gravy on top of it. If you just like your steaks like on the side, dude. And then they have the pineapple drink. I'm telling you, it's a simple menu, but it works and it doesn't need anything else. Jollibee is good as it is. I'm gonna try to give like an S, then an F, then an S, then an F, or like a B and then a D or something. Just really try to reveal it to you guys, kind of interspersed throughout. What's like an F? What's an F I see here? Right here. To Sonic. Who goes to Sonic for fast food? Like you go for that shake that they have in that commercial where you like put your cup upside down and then like it still probably is gonna fall out, but it doesn't in the commercial. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there anything on the menu that I'm even missing about Sonic? No, like I don't think. Yeah, like I said, just the slushies. Okay, what they got burgers and chicken and hot dogs. Who goes to Sonic for any of this stuff? Grilled cheese looks gross. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I don't want a breakfast burrito. It's like you go to Sonic's because you're like on a road trip and you need something in your stomach. You're just starving and you need Sonic's, or you just heard of that commercial where they have the ice cream cup that like doesn't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only two reasons why you'd ever go to Sonic. I don't know anyone that like loves Sonic like that. I'm sorry. It's Sonic because you're like going out of there as fast as you can. All right, that was pretty stupid too. I'm gonna give Panda an A. Panda Express is solid, bro. You got like fast food Asian cuisine. Like what do you expect? You know what I mean? Like everyone understands what they're going to Panda for. It's for like a very specific experience. You build that platter or that bowl. Hey, you got a pretty simple thing going on, but it works and I like it. I like Panda. I don't know people who dislike it. I just don't get it all the time. And the reason why it's like A instead of S is that like it's just kind of this thing that like I could very easily see myself get sick of, but it's not like they're really trying to be anything more than they are. Panda's at an A. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but right now I like where that's at. You know what? I'll give a D to Del Taco. Del Taco's like a D, right? Am I? How y'all feel about that one? I'm just gonna heat check right now. Del Taco, D. Why do I like it in comparison to like Taco Bell? I don't know. I mean, those are the two. Those are like the two that kind of get thrown together. I just don't really have Del Taco like that. I just don't really have it that much. I don't find it that good. Really, I don't know. I don't want to go to Del Taco usually. Try to avoid it actually. I don't even like really remember what their burritos and tacos really taste like. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just all right. No, it's not even all right. It's like not good, dude. I gotta stand by it. It's not good. I don't even really like Taco Bell that much, but they got like different ideas kind of getting thrown in. Del Taco, nah. You know what I mean? But you know what I'll give an S to is Chipotle. Chipotle, not Chipotle gets the S. Chipotle is a little expensive. You know, granted, they have like, I don't know, people find them problematic. Why do people find Chipotle problematic? Can someone tell me this later when you see me? What's wrong with Chipotle? Like, as a company, as an organization? Because their food is bomb. Like, you know, it's just grilled food. Like, it's pretty good. I think it's the reason why I'd give it even higher of an experience than Panda is that, like, I'm not like the best food judge. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, that food like a good food critic. But Panda food to the rest of Asian food just doesn't compare. Chipotle probably doesn't compare to a lot of Mexican food either. But I've had some bad Mexican food to where I'm like, man, I wish I had Chipotle instead. Kind of gives like some perspective, you know what I mean? Whereas like I don't have that much Asian food where I'm like, wow, this is so bad. Like I want Panda Express. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Because we gotta like think about fast food like as a concept. No, we really don't actually. No, but you go to fast food that's just for that convenience, right? Like for the experience, like for like you just sort of get wired into like that food palette immediately. But you know what I mean? How much of the scope does it really like kind of take up? Panda doesn't have even like a big scope for Chinese food. You get what I'm saying? Versus like Chipotle kind of has like a solid variety. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making it up. Someone who like eats way more Mexican food than I do would probably say otherwise. But I'm putting Chipotle at S. You know what I mean? This is my show. Um, okay, now we don't have any like B's or C's. I kind of like wanted to start with the S's. I don't want to start. I don't want to give off too many of my S's because you gotta save some of the best for last. Okay, I might change this later, which is I mean I'm allowed to change it too, guys, because like I think these ratings are relative to like the other restaurants. If we're being truly honest here, no restaurant really compares to the other. They're all doing their own separate thing, but we can still rank them against each other. So Five Guys is a B. I'm sitting with it, and the reason why I'm sitting with it is because the reason why they're a B is that they got like kind of a mid burger. Like I didn't really remember too much. There was like a little not staleness, but it was just like a flat burger. You get what I'm saying? But the fries were like good enough to where it kind of like stuck around, and I didn't hate the meal that I had at Five Guys. Yeah, because they got regular, burgers, cheeseburgers, bacon burgers. I haven't tried any of their hot dogs. Maybe some of their maybe their cheese dog is really good. Growing up, I used to love cheese dogs. Like I don't know if you guys remember. This one's not even on the list, but hot dog on a stick. When I was a kid, like I was addicted to cheese dogs, like the ones that didn't even have the hot dog in them. Like it was just all cheese. Yeah, I was psycho. I mean, yeah, they did. They just have like a pretty solid. I haven't tried any of the Five Guys milkshakes. Maybe it would go up because of the milkshakes. But everything else is just kind of like you've had it somewhere before, maybe even better before. You know what I mean? Their fries are good enough to where I'm like, okay, I'll consider. Even having them Cajun style was like kind of solid. I can't put it over some of these other guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw Jack in the Box at C. Jack in the Box is even more forgettable than Five Guys, but some Jack in the Box stuff they be in their bag. You know what I mean? Like with Jack in the, especially with the deals. I don't know. I feel like from my personal experience, they've given off like more interesting like deals and like little specialty stuff that they got going on. They got popcorn chicken. All right, like I'll give them that. Jack in the Box does have tacos. Granted, like why would anyone want to get tacos specifically from Jack in the Box? But if you like them, they have them. That's a little bit of the variety. You got to give points for that. They have like all these different drinks, curly fries. They look wow. There's actually a lot of stuff they've tried and just they tried a bacon shake. That sounds so gross. Jack in the Box had a beef gyro. That's crazy. Ooh, blood. They had a blood orange cooler. That now Jack in the Box blood orange cooler. You know what? That doesn't sound that bad when you think about it with a nice meal. I'm just getting lost looking at this menu. Okay, so yeah, Jack in the Box. C. You know they it's like average, middle of the pack. Not really blowing me away with what they have, but you can't knock Jack in the Box. If you're really hungry, you know what I mean? What's okay, now like this is just the talking about like the mid restaurants makes is making this show mid right now. So we gotta throw it to like a good S tier. Okay, S tier. Well, I'm talking Wingstop. Wingstop is S tier. Wingstop is S tier because those wings are freaking goated. Oh my gosh, I want like a pack of wings right now. And like the more I think about it, but like of course if you want boneless, like if you want your chicken like nuggets or whatever, like I don't hate. I used to like that. But they also got the good bone-in chicken, and then they have it with all those different flavorings. Granted, I don't even like spicy food like that, but if you do, like the Wingstop's for you. They have oh my god, the fries. Oh, the fries and then their sauces. Wingstop, dude. I might just get food like right after this episode. Dude, I'm just gonna film this episode and I'm literally just gonna eat. Like this is what this show is doing for me right now. They have a chicken sandwich. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Oh man. And that's it. Wingstop keeps it mad simple. They want you to eat their wings and their fries and maybe their sandwich, get a drink with some sauce, and that's it. They're not trying it. Dude, even if you want like a brownie, they have one of those too. But you don't have to do more. That's what I'm saying. Like I love the fast food restaurants. I give points for diversity and like having a lot of things on your menu. But I also give points for just keeping it simple and you do like whatever you do, but like no one's surpassing you, you know what I'm saying? And Wingstop, the way they do their wings, no one's surpassing them. Honestly, it's the best chicken on this list besides maybe Jollibee. Boom, I said it. Wingstop's definitely greater than. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna say him. I'm not even gonna say him yet. That's an S tier. I'm glad to just get that my feelings about that out of the way because I love Wingstop. I love Wingstop. All right, we got to I feel like we got to throw some pizza in here, but I want to save like a pretty good one for later. We'll throw in Pizza Hut right now. Let's just rank it. Pizza Hut. Pizza, I'm gonna give a C. Ooh, Pizza Hut at C. This is a difficult choice. Pizza Hut is personal to all pizza is personal to me, frankly, actually. But Pizza Hut's personal to me because like I credit Pizza Hut for getting me fat. Granted, I got myself fat, so that's the real reality. But Pizza Hut was the restaurant I would go to after school from like third grade into like fifth grade for like 3 years. After every day in school, I would have a personal pie from Pizza Hut that my father would buy for me because he divorced my mom. He was trying to make it up to me in pizza, which was working because I loved it. But pizza is mad greasy. The cheese is way too, the crust too, but also the cheese is just way thick and not like, they go light on sauce, which I don't like. And I mean, their crust isn't even like that great. I miss the breadsticks. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the breadsticks. I don't know why. Something about like that symmetrical breadstick that like totally was just shoved out a machine and not cut like by hand or any of the like human things you like about food. But just whatever kind of they put crack on it. They put crack on the Pizza Hut breadsticks. That is my new accusation. I'm putting Pizza Hut at C though because it's just not. I mean, no one's getting fries from Pizza Hut. No one's getting wings from Pizza Hut. Hell no. You know what I mean? You go there for the cheap pizza and the cheap breadsticks, and it's all cheap. It's a staple maybe, but not in like the best way. Pizza to C. I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with that for now. I do. I feel this way. Ooh, okay. Now this one I want to rank because I feel like this would also just be difficult to rank. White Castle. White Castle I've had like once or like a few times. Like I've had their products a few times, but I've been to a Castle like once. Now maybe that's the whole thing is White Castle's like that whole experience of like walking into the medieval restaurant or whatever, but like their burgers, dude, with the onion, dude, they got like a weird thing going on in White Castle, but you can't knock it. That's another thing too. I don't mind like the little like square oniony like slider thing with their like all right fries. Some of these they have a chicken waffle slider that doesn't even look that good. I'm gonna be honest. The slider, I'm going with D. I'm going with White Castle at D. But I don't hate the idea of the slider though. Especially like I love onions, you know what I mean, and bacon. They kind of have me there, but I'm not having no fish slider. I'm not having any of the breakfast stuff or the combos. I'm going for that awkward slider. So that's I'm putting White Castle at D. That's decided. Now I'm just like thinking too hard about it. I got to get some of the ones that I've tried very minimally out of the way, right? Because maybe this is like the part of the podcast where my opinion is just totally not qualified. DQ. Oh wait, okay. Was it DQ that had the upside down? Wait, the DQ. Oh no, it was DQ with the thing. So Sonic really does deserve the F because I think DQ is the one with the upside down thing. So they, who goes to Sonic for anything? Okay, I'm just realizing this. DQ had the upside down blizzards. That's what they're called. Wow, just so uninformed. Yeah, that's it. That's all they have. Does DQ even like qualify to be here? I'm putting DQ at F2. Like, why? You know what I mean? I don't get like these little cafe. It's like it's not a cafe, but you know what I mean. It's like a little like a convenience store. It's like you're just really a step up from 7-Eleven. You get what I'm saying? Jersey Mike's. I've had Jersey Mike's once. The sandwich was like Jersey Mike's. I'm not with it either. I'm not with it either. I mean, I guess living in New York has changed my opinion on things. Like maybe in some areas, Jersey Mike's would be like the better sandwich place to go to. But I wouldn't want to go to Jersey Mike's like right now when I have so many delis at my disposal a block away. Jersey Mike's just isn't it though. I don't remember it being like smacking like that. But it wasn't bad. I didn't have a bad Jersey Mike's experience. Definitely worse than Jack in the Box and Pizza Hut in term. If we're really talking about fast food here, so I'm gonna put it at D as well. Jersey Mike's goes at D. Ooh, okay. Now you have like surprising opinion ones. KFC is not good. I'm standing by that. I don't get why people find it that good. I went to the Philippines during the summer and there were so many KFCs and I'm like, why is there so many KFCs? I'm like, and then They were like, people love KFC over here, and I'm like, why do you guys love KFC? Like, genuine question. Especially when you have Jollibee. I mean, I get that you get sick of it, like coming from the Philippines, but why? You know, why? KFC is bad, like mid, like less than mid, like lower mid. Their chicken's just not good, yo. Yeah, not good. No, I'm sorry. Dry, tough. Like, why is your chicken so tough? You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be a workout, like eating your chicken. You know what I mean? The tenders. I mean, just the skin is just like wrinkly. Why does their chicken look like that even especially in the tender form? Doesn't make sense to me. But would I put it worse than would I put it at F? That's crazy. KFC if KFC went to F, you know what I mean? It's like the one thing you're good at, which is chicken, and you still get outplayed by maybe I just went to like bad KFCs. But okay, if you have KFC like 3 times and all 3 times are bad, is it just because of your selection of KFCs or is it just the system of KFC? Something to think about. KFC's at F. I don't care. It failed every single time I went. Why would I not give it the F? I'm sorry. Maybe you guys love KFC. I just don't. It goes F straight up. Straight up. Okay. Baja Fresh, I'm also putting at a D. What did I even have at Baja Fresh? Like when I tried it, you know what I mean? Like it's also always around too, and it's just one of those things. Like maybe like being in LA, like why would you get Baja Fresh? You know, like I almost am like thinking about putting it at the haven't tried category, just because the one time I did have Baja Fresh, like I'm putting that at the haven't had, even though I've like technically had it. I guess we should clarify. Same with Checkers. I'm gonna put that there too, just because like I don't remember. I was a kid when I had Checkers, which was Rallies back then. Do people know about Checkers in the East Coast? Is that an East Coast thing? Let's pick a fight. Oh, breakfast. All right, IHOP. Ooh, IHOP. See, the last time I had IHOP, like I'm reminiscing. You know what I mean? I mean, I love breakfast places though. I'm gonna give IHOP the A. I don't care. IHOP's good, bro. I pull up to IHOP. I mean, why would you go? First of all, if you go to IHOP, like besides breakfast or besides like late at night when you're like really drunk, you're doing it wrong. Like you're just off already. Because why would anyone go to IHOP like without getting eggs and pancakes and all that stuff? And even then, like when you pull up to IHOP and you get the eggs and pancakes and like other bacon and all that stuff, it's solid. Like it's not bad. Like I never have IHOP and I'm like, wow, I just wish I bought it and like stayed in tonight or this morning. Like no, like I went out for a reason. I went and got IHOP for a reason because I just wanted to have like a casual day where I had like fast breakfast and I did some cool stuff later. You know what I mean? Like why would I hate on IHOP? You know what I mean? Like there you go, and there you have it. I mess with IHOP. Sabaros. Ooh, New York staple. I haven't had Sabaros in New York for, of course, very good reasons. Because why would it? It's like if you just want pizza, just go to a good joint and order it and wait for it. You know what I mean? Like, do you really need fast Sabaros? Granted, I don't hate Sabaros pizza though. I think it's better than Pizza Hut. So what does that mean? B, C. Looking at that, they had pastas. I didn't even know they have pastas. I'm putting Sabaros at a B because I mean I'm talking about a very personal experience. But if you like pizza and if you want like just a fast pizza, like Sabaros over Pizza Hut. I will say that Sabaros over a lot of places. But is it a little overpriced and like not good compared to the rest of like genuine New York pizza? Yeah. Ooh, okay. What about Panera Bread? I feel like that's kind of similar with Sbarros. Yes. Like a general yes to Panera Bread. I mean, you kind of just get pretty simple sandwiches. Like, what was the thing I got when I went last time? Ooh, I think I had like some kind of like avocado melt or like some kind of melt. It was pretty gas. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Panera is good. It's just kind of like the Whole Foods of like fast food. So it's like it's almost like too kind of like put together. Like, what kind of suffering went into the making of this sandwich? Wow, this sounds so weird to say out loud. But I'm gonna give Panera an A. Panera's an A. Little expensive, maybe. You know what I mean? Like paying $10 for a sandwich, like yeah. But for fast food, for like something that you kind of want quick, I mean, it's definitely you definitely feel better, kind of like eating that than like a lot of these other joints, like fast food joints. So okay, let's get this guy out of the way. Papa John's. Papa John's has better pizza than Pizza Hut. Better pizza than Sabaros? Man, I might even Papa John's at an A. Is that even really like? Is that even reasonable? You know what I mean? No, you know what? Papa John's at the B. It stays at the B. It's still kind of like forgettable. I can't even really taste Papa John's in my mouth right now. Like thinking about it, it's not. It's just pizza for pizza's sake, But it's better than Pizza Hut. Papa John's at the B. I feel good about that. Kind of the same par as Sbarro's. Par as Sbarro's. Quiznos. Okay, the reason why I've been saving Quiznos is because I've had Quiznos before and I actually liked it, but that was like so long ago. You know what I mean? And I'm like, there's others like I'm crapping on Jersey Mike's. You know what I mean? And like I guess some other sandwich places like that. But Quiznos was like kind of good though, and I think what did I get that was like, oh, their soup, their soups, yo, they got solid soups. I like broccoli. I like the broccoli cheese soup. I like the chicken noodle soup. They got solid soups. I gotta give them that at least. And they got Italian sandwiches, turkey clubs. Like it's pretty typical stuff. I mean, I don't know. Dude, they got the paired like combos, like sandwiches with soups. I love the soup idea. Quiznos goes up because of the sandwich soup combo. Higher than Panera though. Mm. But is it high? Is it A? I'm not. I almost can't. I almost can't put Quiznos at A. I'm gonna do B. Quiznos at the B. It just makes sense. If you don't like soup, then I mean, whatever. Do what you gotta do. But they got French dip. They got steak and cheddar sandwiches. Yes, yes. This is such a West list. I mean, just look at it. All right, Wiener Schnitzel. Why not? Not a catchy name. Not something you kind of want to say. So, points down already. They have chili fries. I didn't even. Whoa, they got chili dogs. And I've had like a regular hot dog from Wiener Schnitzel. That's why it's still there. I haven't had any of their burgers. No, okay. Wiener Schnitzel's got to be low. I'm sorry. The hot dog was all right, but you got burgers now. Now you're just messing with us. Why do you have burgers, Wiener Schnitzel? I get it. Wiener Schnitzel got muscled into doing sandwiches now, and burgers. But I mean, your thing's in hot dogs, and even then, it's not even really like that goated. Wiener Schnitzel's got to be an F. Because why? I mean, what the idea of like a hot dog place is like good in theory, but no one wants hot dogs like that. Not that much. Not that much. El Pollo Loco. Okay. Now we're here. Okay. We're really getting into like some of the places I've like been to. They got their tacos and the burritos, their bowls. They got the grilled chicken, the tostadas. They got dude. El Pollo Loco's not bad. I'm low key craving it. I'm having really positive thoughts reflecting on El Pollo Loco right now. This brings me back to like times when I would just like my mom would like ask me like, "What do you want to eat?" And like the only thing that we both liked was El Pollo Loco. El Pollo Loco's B too. I'm gonna give it B. I mean, it might damn near be A. I'm not thinking too hard about it. El Pollo Loco at a B, but Panera at the A and El Pollo Loco at the B. I think that almost brings points down. The fact that El Pollo Loco is like good, but it's LA centered. So why would you? I mean, just get local. You know what I mean? I'm an advocate for the smaller businesses. Okay. Subway. Ooh, Subway. Okay, okay. Subway. Now, a lot of people would argue Subway's goated because you can make your own sandwiches and pick whatever's in it. I just think that Subway all tastes the same. It's something about the bread. or just the ingredients they use with the lettuce or something. It doesn't matter what sandwich you make. You end up getting the same end product, which is a totally Subway tasting sandwich. You get what I'm saying? Like to make a Subway sandwich not taste so Subway, you have to add stuff that's not in Subway, or you have to like just make a just different sandwich. Which in that case, like why? Like you go to Subway for this specific Subway taste almost. Like why would you go to Subway just for any sandwich? You could get any sandwich in another sandwich place. I'm like split on that because I mean I don't hate the Subway. I don't totally hate the Subway taste, but like I don't. I definitely don't want to be eating that like consistently. Subway goes at D, bro, with Jersey Mike's. It's just everywhere. That's the only thing that like, and so like it kind of evens out as like a positive and negative for me because Subway's everywhere. So it's like okay, if you need something quick to pick you up, like that's good that Subway's there. But there's so many Subways that it definitely doesn't justify being one of the highest fast food chain like in numbers in stores around the world. I can't put this right. You get what I'm saying? There's so many Subways. So like it just almost outweighs how good it actually is. McDonald's is S, guys. McDonald's is S and only S. There's no argument for anything else that McDonald's is not. McDonald's is the Apple of I'm gonna hold the mic. The McDonald's is the Apple of fast food. You get what I'm saying? Like everyone likes to hate on them and their business practices or whatever. And it's like everybody got it, but there's a reason why everybody gets McDonald's, bro. It's just classic. McDonald's is also an LA, technically LA born restaurant. So everybody from LA who craps on McDonald's, it's like, technically you're hating on the local hero, you know what I'm saying? I mean, McDonald's is the restaurant, in the world. Come on, you shouldn't go to McDonald's and expect like a gourmet experience or even like that good of an experience, especially when you go to like a generally crap McDonald's, like a McDonald's that gets hit too hard with, order traffic or, just like in a bad economic place. Of course, the McDonald's is going to be mid. But if you just go to like a solid McDonald's, you know what I'm saying, in like a nice white neighborhood or something, like it's fine. You'll be fine and you'll get picked up and it's like you go for you just go for it. You don't think too hard when you go to McDonald's. And you shouldn't. And they do it right because they don't take you out of that immersion of just not really thinking about what you're getting. Like you get the McDonald's fast and you eat it. God, it's just people like arguing for anything other than S. It's just like you're just trying too hard to be different. McDonald's is the restaurant, bro. It's just because you're grown and you can like make new decisions. I'm just getting like all bitter now. Another S has to be In and Out, and that's right. I want all the smoke with East Coast people. I want all the smoke with people in LA and in California who just don't like In and Out. Because what are you doing? Like In and Out is if McDonald's didn't go pop. You know what I'm saying? Like In and Out is alt McDonald's. In and Out is just so gas. They have the animal sauce, like something that no one can replicate till this day. Their burgers, yeah, they're a little wet and juicy, but what? I like them that way, and I don't mind them that way. If you get a little squirt on my burger, like, it's okay. I don't mind it. Like, as long as the burger is actually good and tasty and savory, which it is. And then they like have solid cheese. They got the secret menu, which is like, granted, like maybe other local joints, like, oh my, like local fast food joint has a secret menu. Like, I don't care. In and Out has the best iconic secret menu. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the fact that everyone just knows to get animal fries, like you have to get animal fries, and it's not even on the menu, they did something there. God, I'm gonna defend In and Out till the death because people are like, oh, the fries are too hard or whatever. It's like you just like want these like mushy fries. Like, you just want mashed potatoes. Also, I mean, it just doesn't matter because they also do have some fries that are a little. Anyways, people just really exaggerate. Oh, it's like a juice. It's like so wet. It's like a wet burger. It's like, well, all burgers are wet. They're all wet. They all got oils and shit on them. You know what I mean? Like, In-N-Out is just honest with it because, yeah, they have a juicy tomato in there and wet lettuce in there. Like, real shit in there. God, I want all the smoke with In-N-Out haters. I'm gonna fight you. Little Caesars mid. Little Caesars lower than like all the other pizza places I've like kind of mentioned. Granted, I miss their breadsticks. I just miss breadsticks. Maybe I gotta go back. You know what I mean? Just get nice order of breadsticks and leave. Yeah, Little Caesars not that good. I mean, I might say like on par with Pizza Hut, maybe even worse than Pizza Hut. Pizza is kind of dry. It just reminds me of school pizza parties. You know what I mean? And for that reason, I will put Little Caesars at D. But I love pizza though, and their pizza's like all right. You know what I mean? Like I've had worse pizzas, I guess. I don't know. Anything that hurts more than like a mid fast food pizza is like a bad local pizza. God, that just sucks. Wendy's, I haven't had that much. Wendy's, maybe I'm just a hater. I haven't had that much, but I've had a Wendy's burger. I've had Wendy's fries. Forgettable, honestly. Not for me. I'm not having Wendy's because I want my burger experiences to be more memorable. That's my opinion there. Like I can't even pull up the menu. It's like why what does Wendy's have to hide, you know? They got breakfast. I don't even like who goes to Wendy's for breakfast? I mean, I don't know. It's maybe good to have. They have coffee. I'll give them that. At least they're willing to kind of wake you up with the breakfast and the coffee. They got Frosties. I don't hate those. They got salads and like veggie stuff. I just like I said, it's forgettable. I don't remember the when I had I've had Wendy's. I just don't remember what I was doing, why I had it, what age I even was. C. Now I got to get rid of some of these chicken guys. Raising Cane's first. Good chicken. Yeah, you don't see me right now, but I'm nodding my head. Dang, they also have like, oh my god, look at these tailgate options with the fingers. You get 75, you can get 100 fingers. They got the good fries, crinkle cut. They got the toast, solid. I don't like coleslaw like that, but it looks like one of the better, more edible coleslaws that I run into. Think about that. They got the teas in the jugs. You got to think about that too. I got to give it A. I got to give Raising Cane's A. They do what they do. But then what does that make Chick-fil-A and Popeyes? That's the thing. I love all three of these guys, but they can't all be A, right? One of them's got to be S, right? Fuck. I don't know. I'm putting Chick-fil-A at A. And the reason why I'm putting Chick-fil-A at A is because I think out of those three, it is the worst chicken. But Chick-fil-A does have that nice customer experience, and Chick-fil-A also has pretty good variety in their menu. It's a tough choice, you know. They got the sauce too. They got the Chick-fil-A sauce, which also keeps it up at the A. They got the grilled options, which also keeps it up in A with the nuggets, and they also got a nice wrap. The fries are not bad. Like I like the fries. It's an A. It's still Chick-fil-A is still an A, but it's the worst chicken. Now, Popeyes, I feel like Popeyes can sometimes almost be like one trick pony, because yeah, you go for the chicken, like no doubt, but it's almost like sometimes the chicken. I mean, like when it comes to like the sandwich or like in the buckets or whatever, it's just the same. It's just the same. You get what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like they kind of have the Subway thing going on it, where it's like it doesn't really matter like what you really get on the Popeyes menu. You're just getting Popeyes chicken, which it is their own unique flavor. Like you can't really make Popeyes anywhere else, but you don't also like eat Popeyes and you think, wow, like I've never had anything like this, or like I couldn't have made this on my own or something like that, or like had it local or something. I just feel like Popeyes is also straightforward, but that chicken sandwich, they have the better chicken. They might have the best chicken sandwich out of those three as well. I mean, this is a really big point of contention. Is like these chicken brothers. I mean, they could all be A. It feels weird because it's like, do I have a chicken bias? And like, but they're all great. Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes are all great. I'm putting it at A for now. I can't put it at S because of those, like the what I mentioned with it being like kind of one trick. But I mean, those are all three A's, which is weird. Weird part of the list. We'll throw in another breakfast one right now too. Denny's. Denny's is a B. Do I even have to really talk about that? Denny's is an IHOP. I mean, we gotta know. We gotta understand this. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just hating. Denny's over IHOP? No, right? No, I'd much rather. Honestly, I'd much rather have like the IHOP kind of experience. It's right below though. You know what I mean? Like I'll give it the B because it still gives like a solid breakfast experience. Yeah, I'm really trying to look at this menu and see if they can wow me with some of the things they have. They just don't. They have dinner stuff, but like I don't want to know. You know what I mean? Like none of this is really surprising me. It's almost like they needed to add this dinner stuff to like compete with IHOP or whatever. Like it's just not it. I think I like their what is it? Their hash browns. I think I like that. I'll give Denny's that. They got some solid hash browns. You know when they with that burnt like frayed, almost like you're biting into fried hair. It doesn't sound like a good experience, but it is like texture wise. Denny's is a B. Come on, come on, come on. Speaking about the In and Out argument and people who advocate for Shake Shack, no, Shake Shack is a no. It doesn't wow me. I mean, the burger is like, ooh, they have a white truffle burger though. Man, maybe I just haven't had that. Dang, I'm getting really hungry now. I'm probably gonna literally eat after this. Shake Shack is not S. Anyone who argues that is just for gentrification. I have no logic to back that. I'll give it A though. I'll give Shake Shack A because it does seem on par with like what Panera is doing, all the Chicken Brothers, Panda. I would give Shake Shack that. It's a level below In and Out because you go to In and Out for that fast food, that classic fast food experience. And what do you do when what do you see when you go to In and Out is that big sign with the arrow, red and yellow. You see these like the palm tree patterns and this like red and white finish on the uniforms and the outside. And then you have this like juicy burger. They just throw it all together. They put animal sauce fries is just blobs of the sauce like all over your fries. Shake Shack is like I mean so I'm not I'm quoting someone, but In and Out is like a true fast food burger, but like Shake Shack's like someone trying to like a gourmet person trying to make fast food. And it works. I'll give them that it works. But those fries aren't touching In and Outs. And those burgers aren't big enough for me. I'm sorry, but they're little bitty like petite burgers and I'm not with that. I want my juicy fat just I need two hands to hold and eat it burger, you know what I'm saying? So they don't give that experience at Shake Shack. Shake Shack is still misses the mark with its sort of pursuit in perfection almost. Versus In and Out's that real experience, that real gritty experience. I'm not even like being sarcastic right now. Okay, we're down to the last five. We really got to wrap this up. Okay, Domino's. I got to bring up Domino's because this is just it's funny to me, and this is probably like the last like long story. But I used to work at Domino's, and I do know pretty much the ins and outs of what goes into like making it and like what they do and all that. So I have the behind the scenes experience with Domino's. I worked there for like 2 months. So I love like especially growing up. I loved the Domino's. I think Domino's is better than Little Caesars. That's for sure. A lot of these other pizza places. I might even because of like the whole personal connection too. Because it really held me down during one of the summers, during like 2 summers ago. I'm gonna put Domino's at S, yo. But okay, it's beating out Sbarro, which I don't mind. I think Domino's is better than Sbarro. Um, but it's also beating out Pizza Hut and Little Caesars. I feel good about that. Domino's is the best. Domino's has the crust, the garlic crust, dude. They're really killing it with that one. It's crack, the Domino's crust. I mean, granted, the whole like order system where you like see the bar moving is total bullcrap. I used to like look at that thing while I was working and laugh because I'm like, none of these people are getting it on that time. Like, what do you mean? So the bar means absolutely nothing. I'm sorry to say, but if you're looking at that thing and it's like, oh, it's in the oven, like they could literally be starting it at that time. So, but yes, they got the pizzas. I don't really like their chicken that much or any of the tots. I don't even have the sandwiches, or the desserts. It's really about the desserts. It's about the garlic knots too, and they also have the cinnamon ones if you like it. But it's all about that dessert. The lava cake. is probably one of the best desserts a fast food joint has to offer because it's just perfection. It has the melted chocolate in it. The outside, it's never that hot. It's never too hot when it's given to you. It's almost at this warm point to where if you finished your pizza and got to it, yeah, maybe it's a little harder, but it still has that warmth and the liquid chocolate. But if you ate it right away, like if for some reason you're a psycho and you wanted to eat the lava cake before your pizza, you could still do that. It's still served at a reasonable temperature. And they also got like good the sauces, marinara and the ranch. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of like went ham and when I was working there and totally made a bunch of like off the wall like, non-menu pizzas. So, you know, I do me, but the specialty pizzas that Domino's has too, it's all good. It's all just pizza. It's all what you expect from fast food pizza. I don't really when I think about Domino's, I don't really ask for too more than what they sort of offer with the pizza. Otherwise, I'm just looking for like a gourmet or like real chef experience with the pizza. Like I don't need like this nice presentation and all that. Like give it to me, you know what I mean? Like just give me that Domino's. And let's wrap this. Let's come on. We're close. Burger King is I. Burger King's like I'll give it C. Maybe even B almost. Yeah, it's like I mean the chicken fingers all right. The onion rings all right. The burger all right. It's all like all right. I don't know. You just don't even like. It's just not. It should not be your first choice for burgers. Even I mean, some of the other burgers places I've mentioned should be ahead. I'd put it above Jack in the Box, so like higher level C. But it's not. It's not better than. It's not as on the same par even as like Five Guys, which I will give Five Guys more credit. Like I was crapping on them, but you know what? At B, it makes sense because their burgers and fries are pretty much better than I guess the normal, more known, well, more known stuff out there. Arby's, the guys who have the meats, I don't really like Arby's that much. I mean, if you like meat, then this is the thing for you, right? I mean, other than that though, I don't know. I'm not really crazy on the beef. I think it's like lower tier, probably even worse than Burger King and Jack in the Box. I'm putting it at D. Arby's is a D. I'm sorry. It just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't make I'm not going crazy for Arby's. The meats doesn't allure me. Taco Bell. No, it gives you the craps, right? Isn't that the whole thing? It gives you the craps. It just kind of looks like NPC Mexican food. You get what I'm saying? I feel like Taco Bell is so removed from like its origins that it kind of just is like a normal. It's just food. It's not even like totally. You get what I'm saying? How Mexicans feel about Taco Bell, then Italians must feel about like Domino's. You get what I'm saying? Like it's almost like yeah, like it's the same thing maybe, but it's just so overtaken. I mean, granted, Taco Bell is better than tacos than Del Taco. It's the same level. It's a C. It's the same level as Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Pizza Hut, Burger King. It just makes sense. Taco Bell does make sense at C for me. It doesn't have. I mean, granted, look. I already see a sodium warning. You know what I mean? Like, it must be crazy. Like so much sodium in your tacos that you have to put a sodium warning. I don't know. Maybe they should all have sodium warnings. The quesadillas are like mid. I mean, I need to find a better word to describe these things other than mid. But a lot of these things are like generally mid. C. It deserves its C. And then last but not least, we got Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. is like it's kind of a conundrum for me. I don't know where to put it because I used to bang with Carl's Jr. Like I now I just feel kind of like lukewarm to it. Like the love is faded. But it's like out of compared to like all the some of these other burgers. Like I'm gonna have a Carl's Jr. before Jack in the Box. I got a guac burger too. It's same level as Five Guys, man. I said it. Carl's Jr. is a B. It's the same level as Five Guys. I think it's a step above Burger King, Jack in the Box. I feel like Carl's Jr. You're getting that fast food experience. Like I said, like you go to Carl's Jr. not like not even just for the food, not in a good way. You know what I mean? Like it's just more of like it embodies. It's like it's not trying to be anything else. Like the same way In and Out is like Shake Shack's really trying to be something else. Even I feel Jack in the Box is low key turning into something it's trying not to be as well. This has just been such a mess of a podcast. But that's my list. All right. We got Jollibee, Chipotle, Wingstop, McDonald's, In N Out, and Domino's rounding off the top of the list. All just surpassing the competition of fast food, which I am liking. This list just makes sense to me. Granted, I have more fast foods that I like than don't like. Like if we're talking S to B tier, outnumbering C to F, that's like a good outlook on life. I feel like I'm don't expect much from fast food anyways to begin with. So why rank them on the same level as like restaurants? But we're against each other. I mean, some of these just suck. Like Sonic DQ. Why is that even considered a fast food joint? KFC isn't bad. Dude, I'm telling you. Big KFC hater right here. And Wiener Schnitzel, like, I'm just not big on dogs like that. But in the A tier, you also have Panda and IHOP, Panera, Raising Cane, a lot of the chicken spots. If you get anything from this, I mess with fast food chicken. Bring me to fast food chicken immediately. But I feel good about that A tier too. I mean, some of A is something you earn. I don't think you get A just by existing as a restaurant. You kind of have to be working with a good idea recipe. B is like just a normal experience, kind of like you don't really think too hard about it, but generally good. Mid leaning towards gas. And Five Guys, Sabaros, Papa John's, Quiznos, El Pollo Loco, Denny's, Carl's Jr. makes sense to me. C is like mid leaning towards Burger King, Jack in the Box, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, Taco Bell. Those are like all right. Everyone kind of remembers them and knows them. And like if you feel kind of like eating, then I guess you could kind of go to one of those places if there's literally nothing else around. And then D is just straight like almost like I'd go for the novelty. That's the only real reason I'd go is like just because there's nothing around and also like I haven't had it in a while slash like I don't mind it as bad as like the other ones I don't want to go to like Sonic and DQ and KFC and Wiener Schnitzel. Like why would? Anyways, yeah. So that's my list. That's my opinion on fast food, and you're gonna agree with it. I mean, what do you not like? What do you do like about it? Leave a like and a comment. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, like, where was I wrong on this? I feel like, granted, I came up with this opinion right now, but I feel like this is good. Why would any of this be anywhere else? You know what I'm saying? I would hear out arguments, but I feel like I got solid decisions here. It's a really decisive list and generally positive. Actually, I like more restaurants than I thought. Even. Thank you for listening to the WESDAY Night podcast. I'll be back next week, hopefully with a better idea. But that concludes the episode. Talk to you guys later next week. Just stay safe out there, man. Stay positive. Things might already be positive right now, but just keep it that way. You could even go higher. You can always get better. That's what I'm ending off with. You can always get better. Peace.